Once you're in Canvas, if you click on the syllabus link here, it will open this document. It's a Word document. And at the top of the document, you see some course information. And then the first thing here is about safety, because safety is our #1 priority. Some of the bullet points here relate to COVID precautions. Others relate to making sure you don't get exposed to harmful chemicals. So I just wanted to review some of the most important safety aspects here. So if you are experiencing any COVID symptoms, or if you've tested positive for COVID, or if you've been told to self-quarantine by a healthcare professional, you should definitely not come to campus, not attend lab, or go to the testing center to take any exams. You need to wait until you're not potentially contagious. So that means at least 10 days since you first experienced symptoms, at least 24 hours with no fever and no fever reducing medications, and your symptoms have improved. If you've tested negative for COVID after initially experiencing some COVID symptoms or testing positive initially, you can send me that negative test verification, and then you can come into lab after that point and do any of the in-person lab activities, or come in and see a tutor, or come in and take your exams in the testing center. We do want to make sure that everyone wears masks at all times when on campus to help prevent the spread of COVID, because obviously some people are contagious even when they're not experiencing symptoms. And we want to maintain at least 3 feet of distance between yourself and other people around you on campus. So in our laboratory spaces, we have ventilation hoods that will do a pretty good job of pulling out the air from the room. That will pull away from the room any viral particles or potentially harmful chemicals that might be there. So it's important to make sure the ventilation hoods remain at least halfway open, or halfway open is optimal height for the ventilation hood sash, and that will help protect everyone and will allow us to all be in the lab space together, hopefully distancing as much as possible. To protect yourself from chemicals, it's really important that you cover your skin. So you can't wear shorts later in the semester when it gets warmer out. You can't have open-toed shoes. You got to protect your feet and your legs and your torso from potential exposure to chemicals that could harm you. Your most vulnerable parts of your body by far are your eyes, though. So it's absolutely critical that anytime there are any chemicals open in the lab, that everyone have proper safety goggles or safety glasses to protect their eyes. And that means they have to have side shields, so no splashes can come in from the sides, to protect your eyes from potential damage. That is the most vulnerable part of your body. Second most vulnerable is if you were to accidentally ingest chemicals. So we definitely want to make sure that you're not consuming any food or drink in the lab space, even if you're not there to conduct lab experiments. If you have food or drink, that's got to be sealed in your bag or left outside of the lab space so that no one is at risk of being injured by consuming any harmful chemicals.